I'm Jackie Prutsman. I'm a former media and entertainment executive turned founder of Causifi. Causifi is a media platform that's dedicated to increasing visibility for medical conditions that have low public awareness. And we do this through native content, brand partnerships, and celebrity collaborations. It's our mission to raise public awareness, understanding, and support in order to increase the quality of life for the millions of people who suffer from more than 7,000 conditions that have low public awareness. So currently, we're focused on conditions that impact women since there's so much need in this area. Our first campaign launched in March of 2024, and it focuses on raising awareness for endometriosis. We're doing this by sharing the personal stories of women living with endometriosis. We'll continue to amplify endo awareness over the next several months, where we'll be expanding our content to include things like additional personal stories, expert interviews, workplace support resources, and more. I just want to note that I'm not a medical expert, and throughout this interview, I'll be referencing information that I've obtained from experts and authorities such as the World Health Organization, the Endometriosis Foundation, and the Society for Women's Health Research. And I know that the team at Safe Guru has been kind enough to agree to link those resources when publishing this content. Endometriosis is a disease that occurs when tissue similar to the interior lining of the uterus mistakenly implants in areas outside the uterus. So these implants respond to monthly fluctuations in hormones during the menstrual cycle. And during this cycle, estrogen can cause the out of place tissue to grow, and it often results in severe pain. Endometriosis is it's a common misconception that it's a menstruation disease, but it's actually a disease that can affect the whole body. It's widely associated with immune and hormonal disruptions. The symptoms are variable and broad, meaning healthcare workers may not easily diagnose it and detect it. And there's currently no known way to prevent endometriosis, and there's currently no cure. Yeah. The short answer is in a multitude of ways. As endometriosis grows, it causes inflammation that can lead to adhesions and scarring, internal bleeding, um, along with a multitude of other complications. The physical pain can be so severe that it can lead to psychological distress. Some individuals with endometriosis experience debilitating pain that even prevents them from physically going to work or school. The disease has significant social, public health, and economic implications on those who suffer. In many ways, it can have a debilitating effect on an individual's life. Yeah, this is a great question. And I consulted with our resident expert at Causify, Katie Anderson. Katie runs an award winning employee resource group within a large nonprofit organization, in addition to working with us. And she advised me that some of the ways that organizations can support employees with these conditions include things like flex work arrangements, allowing for schedule changes to where an employee still works 8 hours, but they have the flexibility to start and end outside of the traditional 9 to 5. There are also things like work from home days where possible. Yeah. This is Katie's area of expertise, and she advised me on the fact that employees should really come prepared to advocate for themselves. They should have their specific accommodations in hand that they need and really explain how they can still complete their essential job functions. It helps take the guesswork out of it for managers, and it allows employees to be clear about what they need and then why they need it. Saying, I need help because of my endometriosis diagnosis, and here's what would help me continue to be a great member of the team. That's going to be much more effective than saying, I need help because of endometriosis. What can you do? Right? This is such a great question. One key thing here is educating not only the leaders, but the organization as a whole, right? Talking about conditions like endometriosis, it not only creates understanding, but it destigmatizes it destigmatizes the topic. Training the organization as a whole means that managers can better support employees, but it also means that employees feel safe to share their diagnosis and to ask for the support that they need. I'd also recommend that managers work to put aside their own assumptions and be aware of biases, right? And really listen to what their employees are saying and what they're asking for. Remember that they, the managers, hired this person for a reason, and they've presumably been pleased with their work so far. Keeping that person engaged and in their role should be a priority. It's not just a great person focused move, but it's also better for the business's bottom line to avoid turnover. It feels a little bit obvious to say, but listen to your people, right? Listen to the people who are living in these bodies every day. Believe what they have to say. Let them be the experts in what they need and work together to find a solution. I think it's also important to be sensitive to the fact that there's still a lot of worry for people who say are living paycheck to paycheck or who need their health insurance to continue uninterrupted to treat their diagnosis. Discussing things openly within an organization really helps individuals to feel safe to ask for what they need to then excel in their job. It's not just an obligation, it's actually an opportunity to ensure continued success for the organization. Increasing workplace awareness and understanding around conditions like endometriosis is critical. It's actually part of our mission at Causify. If we look at the numbers, if your organization employs 500 women, it's likely that more than 50 of them have endometriosis. That's significant, right? Teams can learn about endometriosis in several ways. You could have a medical expert come in and speak, or you could simply promote self studying available resources. Our website at Causify, which is causify.com, we have a concise overview of the condition, and then we also link to resources with more detailed information, like some of the ones that I've referenced today. People are also learning effectively through stories. Storytelling is a really it's a powerful way to kind of activate empathy and help people understand the way that things like this affect people. So one of the things that we have on our website is personal stories of women living with this. I think having leaders read stories like this is a really powerful way to activate their empathy and really have them gain an appreciation and understanding for what the life experience is like for someone living with these conditions. I just appreciate that Safe Guru is, promoting awareness for endometriosis, and I think it's really important for employers to take all of these things into account. So I just appreciate being asked to speak on it.